Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's great to have you here. And boy, do we have a stream today. We're back playing Satisfactory, of course, a great game. 1.0, recently released, about a week or two ago now. And we are in the thick of it. So, we have a lot of problems to fix today. Our biggest one, as you can probably see, is our power. Our power is completely offline, and if I show you real quick, our max consumption is 1000 megawatts, and we're only producing half of that. So we've got to get that fixed. And the second biggest issue is the factory itself. It's terribly optimized, and we've not automated all of the parts that we quite commonly need now. So we'll definitely need to get all of that resolved. So, without further ado, let's start cracking on with the power. So, we have a coal power plant. If I just head over to the Hyperloop, and it'll take us there. Oh wait, I can't. Damn it. We'll just use a tractor instead. Drive ourselves over there. So, yep, we've got a coal power plant that is operating, or used to be operating, should I say, and yeah, we need to get it back online again. One of the biggest issues we have at this point is going to be getting the water generators back up and running so that all the pipes are completely full. And for that, I was thinking we could probably use a power switch and have a separate grid. A separate grid just for the water pumps. That way, if the power grid goes down, at least we'll have a second backup grid, because these take a hot minute to restart. We should be fine though, because of the amount of water that we have. I think this is also full, so it shouldn't matter too much. But yes, we definitely need to add some more coal generation. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to build out this way. So, if we begin doing that, we'll add 8 more coal generators. That should hopefully stabilise our power, because as you can see, we're not short on coal. So, let's begin the building process. So, we have a 3 gap opening. We'll keep it like that, yeah, sure. 3, 4. Change that to loop mode. So that gives us the 4 gap that we need. Beautiful. Fortunately, that power connect is going to be covered over, but I'm not really too worried about that. Connect that up. Beautiful. Now, what did we have for this? So we've got the 2 walkways. This by 3 by 3. Yeah. Cool. Should be very simple then. We'll build out, we'll do 5 by 5, just so we've got everything and a little bit more space should we ever need it. Let's grab these foundations, build a beautiful platform to put our generators on. Wonderful. I hydration break. Perfect. So, now we have that built. Time to get some more coal power plants dropped in. So, before we do that, actually, I'm just going to colour our grid here, just so we've got a rough idea where we can place the generators. That also goes there. Place. And one there. Beautiful. Right, and then it goes like that. Two, that's three, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, and number 8. Perfect. Right, next task at hand. Gonna be getting some water towers built, water extractors built. I don't have enough for one of them. Why is it snapping there? It's very unusual. Come on. Get in the place where we need you. Yeah, we'll take it. Perfect. Now let's go grab some more materials so we can build the remaining 2 water extractors, and we can work on getting the power around. So I have some biomass generators. That's what they'll be used for. The long drive back to base. Here we go. Quickly fix that. Righty. Let's see here now. We have a storage container. Perfect. Need more of those, and we need. What else do we need? We'll need some more copper sheet. Not so much rotors, so we're fine there. We will grab ourselves some more copper sheets. We have plenty. I guess we can also grab ourselves some extra cable, just in case we need it. And do we have anything for... we might need some wire as well. So let's grab some additional wire. There we go. And head back over to the coal power plant. Away we go. Probably cut that tree down. It's very in the way. Lovely, almost back there now. Ooh. And here we are. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm just going to preemptively place down some of these bad boys. Power poles. Now we're not going to connect the generators up until after we've connected everything, let everything fill up and get back to where we like it. Let's go ahead and build the other water extractors. One there. And one there. Lovely. Okie dokie. Now, how did I do the pipe setup for this one? Okay, that's about what I expected. So, we go to logistics. Yep. Or do I do the conveyor? I'll do the conveyor belt first. Now, I just need to check. Are those Mark 1s? Yes. No, they're Mark 2s. Are these Mark 2s? Okay, they're all Mark 2s, that's fine. Make sure we've got a similar setup. See one there. And the last one. Lovely. So we'll have a splitter. Entrance comes in that way. Build up 2. Perfect. All the way up again. Oh. Misplaced. Nice stuff. Bam bam. I will remove all of these after, of course. Bam bam bam. And ooh. There, and there. Cool. Now let's go ahead and remove all of those. All of the redundant ones, at least. These. Cool. They're the last ones. So, now we need to reconstruct this belt. So we'll do this, and we'll add a splitter here. I think that roughly lines up with... Let's quickly check, see. Ah, son of a gun. Yep, and that should be good there. Now we're breaking the coal feed off into 2. Actually, it might not be the best idea. If I reconstruct this... Oh, it's going to be like that. That's fine. If I reconstruct the belt like so, we do have another output that we can use here. And I guess there's like a kind of a temporary-ish measure. I can build it running along this conveyor belt for now. Like so. Might not look the prettiest, or it might, I don't know. We'll have it run to here, and then from here, and then break it off along the side here, and go all the way at the top. And then we can bring it around here. Not the most elegant solution, but it works. Then we will connect all of these up, ready to let them accept the coal. Lovely. And then power plant can begin filling up with the coal, which is perfect. Great, there's the first piece of coal. So we'll let that fill up, and then in the meantime we can also work on the piping. So we like to do something like this, and then one there. And we'll pretty much just go all the way down to the very end. Nice long straight run. There. Lovely. Now, time to hook up piping junctions. On there. I do snap mode on this. There. Great stuff. Oh no. Not me not realising that there's a bloody power plant here that I've forgotten to attach. Not a problem though. Oh, that looks terrible. Gotta fix that. And that should do the trick. Perfect. Looks much more beautiful. So we'll attach pipeline junctions there. Now for the annoying part. Typically the pipeline junctions are very close to the water thing, but we like to add separate ones in just for management sakes. Looks like this one can go directly into that one, so that's fine. Same with this one actually. Oh, very good, very good. Definitely that one, and lastly this one into. To be fair, either or in this case doesn't really matter too much. I'll remove this redundant one, and then hook all the piping up. Cool. Now, for the next step, connecting these all up to the grid. So these will probably be fine to power up. I can't see there being a problem. So what we will do, we'll just completely separate this grid for now. Let the coal generators burn through to restart all the pumps. And then the pumps can begin filling these pipes while the coal is filling in the coal generators. So, perfect. That worked absolutely flawlessly. So let these spin all up. They are pumping the water. That is exactly what we need. Flow rate's looking good. Good. That one's good. A little bit low. Maybe we might readjust this one. Potentially put it down this end, but I think it should pick up because it's only leading to one of the generators. Although that is a very... Okay, no, that's okay. think I'm going to readjust this one slightly. Do that. Roll that into there. There we go. Okay, that looks more straighter actually as well. To be fair, the difference is probably very negligible. Negligible? Is that the word? It like barely makes any difference probably, but we'll see. Because it might. And okay, it looks like we have more water overall. That's filling quicker, so that could just be a result of the other power plants being full. Okay, yeah, that's probably the case. And the pipes will get full, like so. Lovely. Cool. So we are pretty much just waiting on the last 3 power plants to be full. Add any coal that I've got in my inventory into them. Help speed the process up a little bit. That's got that, and that's got 43. So if I bob over to here, I guess I can take some from here. Lovely. So we will add coal that we just took from there. I imagine this one's still filling. We'll add the rest into here. Oh, they already took all the coal. Okay, maybe we won't. But that's filling up pretty nicely. And then we'll let the belt back all up. Where's this even going? It's like going into the abyss. Why is it still... Huh? I am so confused. Why is this still running? It's supposed to have stopped. No? Unless there isn't an area that's full yet. Oh, there we go. Fair enough. Okie dokie. Right. Let's connect the almighty power plants together. And connect that to there. Lovely. Actually going to need to delete that. And connect these ones up. That can go to that one can go to that one. That one can go to that one. This one can go to that one. And that one. Oh. We're left by one. I'll chain link that. And we'll connect those up. Perfect. What does that bring our total power production up to? Oh, beautiful. Exactly what we need. All running smoothly. So, that's our power problem fixed for now. So we'll head back to the end of this area here, reconnect the power station up with the rest of the factory, and then we should hopefully have no more issues with power. Do that, that's all connected. So far nothing broken or shut down, so I consider that a success. Perfect. But before we celebrate, I need to double check. Oh no. It looks like it's still all off. Let's see, we might just need to toggle a switch or something. That'll bring it all back online. Da-da-da. Power on. Beautiful. Look at that. And we're producing more than what we need. which is even better. So that gives us room for expansion. And there's a couple of things that we do have that are overclocked as well, and probably multiplied with the somber loop. I don't know where that is though, because I'm playing on a co-op build. So I will have to figure out which machine has it, unless it's in here. Ah, there we are. That makes sense. AI limiters are being produced. Damn, that's really cool though. That is really cool. Okay, that's producing AI limiters, which is quite useful actually. Christ. I need to have a word with the other person who's playing on this server to stop using overclockers because they're so power inefficient. Or to at least use them in certain places where we can afford to use them. I wonder if we could overclock the fuel. Potentially. Okay. That's problem one fixed, our power. We have enough power now to last us a little bit. Maybe not forever, but when does power ever last forever? So what kind of margin do we have? About 600 megawatts-ish. And 200 in terms of max consumption. So that gives us some leeway. If our factory was at full production, then we'd be having a hard time, though we can pretty much remove all of this spaghetti and simplify it because we have steel screws, and also some of the common recipes that we have as well. We are trying to research an alternative recipe, though I'm not too sure how far along we are with that, and if any of the drives we've scanned so far has given us any good alternative recipes, but we'll figure that out. Okie dokie. So I would personally like to begin transporting the fuel from our oil refinery. So I'm going to head over there. Before I go over there, I'm going to make sure that I've got everything for a truck station, which I do not. So before I head over there, let's grab some more of these, and oh, there's a crafting bench here. Some more of these, and make some modular frames. Six, 8, 10. Truck station requires 15. Ah, we've just gone up over it slightly. Grab some metal rods from here. Ah, there we go. Much better. 12, 14, 16. Great. So we have enough for a truck station. Let's head over there. And there's a power slug up there, which I will grab one day. Is it a blue one? Yes. Okay, not too bothered about a blue one. And then I will have to set up a truck route. Ooh, And that will mean then we're transporting the fuel back to the base. Eventually I'd like to move this satellite fuel refinery plastic production area over to the base, because we are going the Gigafactory route. Because I love Gigafactories. Who doesn't love Gigafactories? They're pretty good. They are pretty good. And once I get to here, I'm going to quick toilet break. Almost there now. And that thing there, I don't know, I forgot what it's called. Spawner or whatever. It looks so cool. Great. So we are here now. So I'm going to go for a quick toilet break. And once I am back, crack on. Oh, great stuff. I have returned. Right, where were we at? We were going to set up a truck stop from here. So, Samuel. So, how do we want to approach this? Got a lot of bits and bobs in here. This seems to never fill. Ah, it does. Very slowly. It feels like. Okay, cool. So we've basically got unlimited fuel production, more or less. I'll probably need to rework this area eventually, because I don't need the fluid buffers anymore. And we can instead just pump it straight into there. So we will temporarily disconnect, and I imagine this will continuously drain into there until it's all empty. Then we'll have our fuel, packaged fuel. We'll have our fuel pre-produced, and it'll then be produced into packaged fuel, which it currently is at the minute. And then from there, we will send it back to the base via truck stop. So we'll probably put one down there somewhere down there. And then that way, then the trucks can just shuffle back and forth, and we can bring fuel to the base and also power. And then we can also power our base using fuel, which will be a nice change. Just fully empty. Okay, I'm not really that bothered. I'm just gonna flush everything. And we will that and that. Lovely doubly. Rinse that. And there. Lovely. It's slightly coming off, but I'm not really that bothered. Wow, that's a rapid fill rate. Great stuff. So we'll let that go into here. That will fill up nicely, and we'll continue to fill it smoothly. Sweet. Now, next port of action, getting a truck stop constructed. Transport truck stop. Okay, so land on there, flip it around. What those things are, it's not too big of an issue though. That's a big cave. I'll have to go in there one day. Okay, we've got that. Now we need to get some conveyor belts down here. Thankfully it isn't too hard. And connect it up to power as well. So we use the top one now and then down like so. Connect that all up. Just about reaching. And then we'll link that up with power. Lovely. So that should start filling up with fuel in a very short time. There it is. Great. Right, now we need to head back to the base and set up a truck stop there. Then we can use that truck stop to shuffle fuel and organise it. Eventually we're going to consolidate the truck stops that we've got, put it into one once we have an AI limiter, once we have a smart sorter or programmable one, a programmable splitter, or you know what I mean. But yeah, once we get the smart versions, it'll make it a lot more easier to just like have all the trucks go to one of them, and we'll break off the individual materials and send them where they need to go. And then eventually we will have trains, so we'll have trains shuffling back and forth. And that'll be able to bring a heck of a lot to it. But I think before we get to trains, we're probably going to have trucks doing that movement, because trains are pretty... I feel like they're pretty expensive, though I've never actually gotten to that. I've never actually unlocked them before. So it'll be pretty new to me, but I like trains, so we shall see what it holds. Here we go. Lovely. And then go to the hub. We're almost done with industrial manufacturing. So I can almost complete it. 7 more of those. Modular frames, like 7 more of them. We've got a truck stop set up over here. That'll let us unload the fuel, and then of course need to pipe the fuel over to it. Or actually, I could probably just use this one, since we're not actually using it for anything. So I think that'd probably be a viable alternative, actually. Cool. In that case then, I am going to build enough modular frames to unlock the advanced manufacturing, industrial manufacturing. Lovely. Grab this one. And let's set up its route. Start recording. And away we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll probably be fine. Probably plan my route a little bit before doing this, but for now, at least with the tractors, it's kind of temporary. With a truck, we'll have to take a different route. Well, we can still take the same route, but it'll be probably smarter to plot the path out a little bit more before. So we'll drive all the way down here. Across here. Along here to our lovely fuel. Let the car go in. Voila. Then we'll set off again. Go all the way back to the base, and that will be our loop completed. And then this tractor can just run it continuously at that point. Which will be quite ideal. Go up here, run you big weird strange thing over. Oh god, please don't mess my route up. Okay, that's good. It almost did. Go there. Trying to keep this relatively separate because we don't want them to have a crash. And ultimately it doesn't really matter if they do because they reset themselves anyway, but it's still preferable if they didn't have a crash. This is our point of crossover here, so that'll be the likeliest point at which they are to crash if we have two or more running. For now we don't need two running, we only have one running over to the coal, and that's quite a far distance away as well. So overall we are pretty good with that. Go up here and around all the way back down to the next. To the truck stop. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to load. So save this path as base to fuel. And then we should just be able to enable autopilot, and when I get off of it, it should go off. Oh. And away it goes. Goodbye, truck. And then, yes. That means this sulfur will need to come out. And it'll be pretty much exclusively for fuel. Which means we can probably load it into that truck stop over there and then use a smart splitter to split it into fuel. Let's see. Ba-ba-bum. Deuterium. Programmable splitter. So we've got a smart splitter. That's good. And for the programmable splitter we need computers, so that will be done a little bit later. Until we optimize the factory, that's not happening. And speaking of optimizing the factory, we're probably going to need a bit more space. But we'll see about that. Great. So, where do we begin? First, let's just empty our inventory. I'm going to remove this and What does this have in it? Decent amount of materials. Should be fine. But I'm going to... Well, I was going to do that, but... Yeah, the grid's been aligned slightly. So I'm probably going to clear all of this space out and make it like this. Or at least just this one. Let's quickly do that for the equipment workshop. Beautiful. Slap that there like that. Go grab some steel tubing for our industrial crate. Wow. We have a lot of steel beams, but not really that many steel pipes. And we are producing a decent amount, so I guess I could probably upload some more into here. That'll free up a little bit more space. Great stuff. Okie dokie. Where is the storage? There we are. I always keep forgetting where it is. Now just whack it down there. That's fine. Store all. I'm going to remove this setup here. It's not really connected to anything, so it doesn't really matter. Store all again, and that is what we have left over. So I'll just throw that into a store all. And we have a storage problem. Shows our need for factory optimization. Could probably do a mall, which is what's the best way to describe it? Basically, it's a sorting system, pretty much. One of those could be very, very handy. Right. Tea break. Okay. So, we need to work out the factory. Now, that is going to be a bit of a challenge. Because whenever you're redoing your factory, it's kind of hard to know where to start from. But we'll start from the very basics. Just your iron plates, your iron rods, and steel as well, and concrete. So I will remove all of this production up here. Since we no longer need it. Remove the screws. Remove the flooring. And also the pole. Ba-doom. Then we will remove. Oh, we'll remove all of this. Bam, bam. Don't need. 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 Definitely don't need these. Boom, boom. Do all of that, see what left. That's what we've got left to work with. Boom, 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 bam. Oh, there we go. And God, this is spaghetti behind here. Could have done a better job probably, but hey ho. So we remove that, remove those, remove all of this here. Lovely. Don't need the ladders anymore, and we don't need any of these. Maybe. Nah, we don't. Bring up that. Can get rid of all of these. This is get rid of that, and we can get rid of the assemblers as well, because we do not currently need them. All the conveyor belts removed. Oh, bloody hell. It was inevitable. Change that to default. Back down. Right. Time to work out spaghetti power management. So these furnaces will no longer be needed, and the plan is going to be that we go more vertical. So this is not connected to anything, which means nothing else would get in power. Great. Okay, so that's a start. Looks like none of this is getting power as well. Oh. Out of fuel. If I connect that to that. Okay, that worked. Perfect. So we'll go over here, grab this. We've got some fuel to fly around. Then my next question was actually, how big is this? Oh, ooh, it requires computers and heavy modular frames. Kind of quite expensive. So we'll keep the very basics of the factory as is for now, because I have a couple of plans that I want to do prior to fully redoing the factory. And that little something is going to be building a battery backup system. So if we go to where is it? Power. So my thinking is, I have a blueprint that is, it's a blank production tower, so it's pretty much just a blank tower, and the idea is that we can scale. We can scale up our production, which saves space and is pretty well liked. So for instance, we've got all of our copper and everything being produced here, which is really efficient. It's producing 15 sheets a minute and 60 wire and 60 cable per minute. So overall, really nice. And that's all confined up instead of spread out. So it's quite a nice space saver, though the only downside with it is that it can become cramped to work in, pretty much. And that's why I'm thinking do we go for the Blueprint Designer Mark II because it's bigger. And bigger means better. But that's not looking like the that's not looking like a likely scenario for now. But what I'm going to do is quickly going to get some cement. I think we should be fine in terms of our materials. We do need some wire, maybe some cables. Though in the blueprint we should have everything we need. Perfect. Now, in this corner here, we are going to build our battery backup. Now, the hard part is figuring out where we can place them. Oops. There we go. Magnificent. And we are right on the edge, which is even better. This is our ladder up to the top. So, from here, this is where our power will be done. Ah, son of a gun. It slightly goes above, so we need to raise the ceiling slightly. That's fine. I'm honestly fine with just doing this because the batteries are pretty darn expensive to begin with. And then we just build higher and higher and higher. Each time we need more power storage, and this will be our power tower, as I'll dub it. Then we can have a hyperloop probably going up the side of it. So, let's just begin by grabbing all of the materials that we need. So to start off with, we will have to make a bunch of modular frames. That is the most important thing that we need to do at the minute. I guess it probably wouldn't hurt if I did set up a couple of crafting thingy bings, constructors, to do some constructing for me while we do the transition phase over to the new factory. But we'll live by doing this for now. How many did I need? 10 for one, and I need steel encased industrial beam, which that takes beams and concrete. Can that be done in a constructor? That is my question, or does it need to be in an assembler? Assembler. Okay, assembler it is. That's fine. I will steal this one for now. Then we'll get a little bit more in case steel beams. Okay, let's first grab our storage containers. Put them round. Lovely. A bit of wiring in. And then we'll have it wire out into this one, just for simplicity's simplistic sakes. Lovely doubly. And then we'll grab 2 of those. We've got the concrete already, 500, and a bunch down here. So we can automate that. Semi-automate, should I say. Concrete, 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 concrete. And that will produce us with 22.5 per minute. I'm going to equip this belt. Perfect. Our production underway. And they're really cool. Super cool. Right, and look at that. Our fuel is coming in very nicely as well. I'll expect this to be full soon. How much fuel are we using? Wow, that's bringing in quite a lot actually. Ooh, handy. What does this have? It's got those. Great stuff. Where are they? There they are. Okay, so need 10 of those, which I just put away. Where did I just put them? Ah, in this container here. Lovely. So I'll take the tractor down there, and we'll get our first battery set up. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to set up an alternate power switch, so batteries will get charged, and then when we need to use them, should the power grid shut down, we can switch over to them, restart the power grid and add the needed capacity to it. Well, of course that means we'll have to periodically check up to see how the batteries are doing and how they're filling. We'll construct 3 of them for now. Big boys. And then we will connect them up. We'll do a good old power pole. We'll come over into this particular one. Bada boom. And then I'm going to do probably 1 per row. I think we'll get 5 rows in here roughly. And then we can just link them all up. Link them all up as followed. Get all constructed. That one to that one, that one to that one, that one to that one. And that one to that one. Why not? All the way over there. Now these should be charging. Lovely. That'll take an hour to charge. Are they charging? Okay, yes, they are charging. Lovely. So while they charge, that'll be so that'll give us 100 megawatt hours. So it'll take an hour to charge. I guess that's for all 3 of them. Lovely. Okay, that's good. So that'll give us 300, so that'll last us for about 45 minutes. And 1 row will last us for a whole hour. Roughly. If we were to run out of power. Reconnect that one up. Oh, okay, actually I quite like that more. Let's redo that. So that way then, that's facing Earth. Looks way more better. Lovely dubbly. That. Cool. Okay, we'll come back to that in a moment. For now, let's go over to our oil, and we'll grab enough plastic so that we can unlock that milestone. And now when we've unlocked that milestone, we will be good to go. within industrial manufacturing, which will allow us to make things like computers and other knickknacks. Almost there now. Hopefully the tractor has passed. The other tractor has passed. Not that it really matters at this point now. Okay, we are here. Go get our plastic, and we'll unlock the one and only industrial manufacturing, and also free up some more space in here as well. Could probably take the fuel with me actually. That's fine. Speed. And there we go. Oh no, a flashing warning sign. That is never a good sign. Now what on earth could that possibly mean? Is that the batteries? I hope it isn't the batteries, but I guess we'll find out. I guess it's like discharging, if that's what it means. Or something like that, I don't know honestly. Whee. Come to think of it, I've actually not seen the other tractor at all. Where is it? Is it stuck? Has it fallen? Can it not get up? Okay, so it's not the batteries. It's something else. Ah. It's the tractors. They have... Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Such aggressiveness. Oh god, I hope that was a coal that I... Okay, it was. Ah, look at this now. It's got itself stuck. Jesus, it's actually got itself proper. Okay, I'll just leave that. That'll fix itself. There we go. Damn tractors. Okay, let's upgrade. Now let's unlock this milestone. Bish, bash, bosh.
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of project assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
Very nice, very nice. Cool, so we have unlocked advanced manufacturing. We just need to unlock Logistics Mark 4, which actually... Ooh. It's just those darn steel frames. But that's a nice alternative recipe we have. Steel frames, 10 tubes and 2 iron plates. And we get 3 per minute. Which is good. Yep. then we will be on track to eventually get in the heavy modular frames, the computers, which are probably the main two parts, and of course we've got the versatile steel frames for the completion of phase 3, which I do need to probably automate that first. Now we'll be looking for our concrete. We are doing quite good actually. Can't store as much, but part of the parcel, I suppose. I can free up that slot. Don't need those. Great stuff. So I'd say we've made some pretty considerable progress today in the span of about an hour and 30 minutes. We managed to get our power production back up and running. We've also set up a truck station between the fuel and the base. We've got our power backup solution in place as well, the start of it. And we've begun to strip down the base in preparations for the rebuilding of it to help optimize its efficiency. It's going to be quite a fun one. It's going to be an interesting one to figure out how we're going to make it all work together, because this is where things start getting real complex now. Sure, but that'll be for another stream. So I hope you've enjoyed watching today of the progress. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Shay_Hunter, or click the follow button. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to click the subscribe button to be notified when I am uploading new VODs. But yeah, I hope you have all enjoyed the stream, and I wish you all a great evening. Bye bye.